Travis Kelce's kind of at an age where a lot of guys at his position, at skill position, start to slow down a little bit, and yet he's having his best year. What is it about him that at this point of his career is allowing him to do that?
I think you get to a point where your mind and your experience and your body kind of are at different trajectories. And one thing that Travis has done is he's done a great job taking care of his body to keep that portion of his ability still at an elite level. So in the off season and during the season, he does a great job taking care of his physical needs, and obviously with his mental sharpness, that the two of them are firing on all cylinders right now.
Go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Coach Melvin, we watched Travis Kelce, obviously, if not the best, one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Was curious what you saw in him as far as growth to his game in 2020 that maybe the common eye, not in football, wouldn't see.
I'm not sure there's anything that you would pick out as far as why this year as opposed to last year or 2 years ago. A lot, as he would tell you, is the opportunities come with how the team is doing, the other 10 guys on the field at the same time. So, his personal accolades come from the success that we have on the field as a team. And they're kind of a byproduct of that. So he's playing really well. He's healthy, playing fast. So the opportunities have come. Other years he's been close and didn't get there. And it has a whole lot to do with how many snaps we had on offense as opposed to maybe time of possession made a difference in it and all that. So I just think it's coming. This just happened this year that he's playing well, and the opportunity came, and he takes advantage of it is probably the big part of that.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach, it's that time of season that, everybody talks about coaching searches, and obviously EB's name is going to be a big part of it. You've known him for a long time. What is it about EB that you think would make a good head coach in this league?
Well, I knew, when EB played for us in Philadelphia in 1999, he was kind of at the end of his playing career, but you could see at that point that he had a mind, a good coach's mind. He understood the game, all aspects of it, offense, defense, special teams, how he fit in. But the thing that Eric's got that sets him apart from a lot of people is he has a great feel for human beings, knowing what makes guys tick, how to talk to them, when to talk to them, when to leave them alone. And that, I think he's got a really good feel for that. And you can tell that with the players that play for him, that he requires a lot of them, and he really challenges them all the time, but they love him to death because it's not just a job, it's them as a human being. So I think he's got a real good touch for that.
We'll go last to Adam Teicher and then Herbie. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Tom, wanted to go back to something you said a minute ago about Eric. You said that when you were coaching him back in Philly, back in the day, you could see this guy could be a successful coach. He had kind of what it takes. Can you give us some examples, what you saw that maybe can illustrate what you're talking about there?
Well, just their vision of what's going on during a game. And he may not be even in the game, and all of a sudden he said, oh, you know what? These guys better start doing this, or I think the flow of the game, this is what's going to happen coming up next, or we need to be prepared for that. So it's kind of like, all the players that are going this week have been guys that, hey, I've had to take mental reps, but I better be sharp for what's going on. So he's got a good feel for the game of football. And I think that was something that I saw there. And the same thing when Doug Peterson, he was our quarterback at that time. You had that feeling with Doug that it wasn't just what was drawn on the piece of paper. He understood the other 21 guys on the field, what they're supposed to be doing. And then game situation, clock, score, all those things. He's really got a good intuition about what's going on in a game.
We'll go last to Herbie Teope. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach. Happy New Year. Good to see you.
And you too.
Hey, you used the word "take advantage" when you mentioned Travis Kelce, but looking to see how this would apply to Ricky Seals-Jones. If he does see more extended action in Week 17, what do you hope to see out of him, especially given how his season hasn't gone probably like he didn't want it to?
Well, life is all about taking care or taking advantage of an opportunity when it presents itself. So you never know when it's going to be. You don't know when your rep's coming, what the coverage is going to be, what the situations are, but you better be ready for it when it happens. So that's really any of these guys that are playing now that, hey, I've been taking mental reps now for 16 weeks. So when I get in there, it's as if I've been playing the game, and that's their role, because somebody gets nicked up and they're in there and they've got to be able to perform that way. So that's really what you're looking for. And these guys running through practice, they've been at that point. They've been sharp mentally. They've been to the point where they can run and get in, take a rep and do what you expect them to do, but also be able to understand what's happening in front of them.